As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Twingate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Twingate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, I hope we can have a handful of people that aren't in their dogma snuggie and hypnotized by this masquerade party, this epic, epic time we live in world culture. As I predicted, well, I've said all this in Cassandra-like detail, the 10th power. Nobody wants to hear from me because they can't handle the fucking truth. They don't want the fucking truth. I said at least 1 million fucking times on this radio show, fucking hundreds and hundreds of fucking podcast interviews, fucking interviews I did on YouTube beyond a broken record, fucking the most frustrating fucking truth in history, that they would wait 5 years. They would wait 5 years, and then they would come out and say, oh, after all your fog's been blown, everything Kevin Blanch said, oh, it's true. After it's a fact, fucking Naomi fucking Klein, Chris Hedges will all write books 5 fucking years later, CNN will come 5 years later, ABC will come out 5, oh, they've done it. They've done it. It's everywhere. The propaganda 5-year world fog machine's in full fucking flight. And I want to say this also, the 2 sets of rules in the United States. There's a set of rules for corporate multimillionaire rats. Sanjay Gupta, Anderson fucking Vanderbilt, Sean Hannity, Fox News, corporate, but there's a set of rules for them, and then there's a set of rules for everybody else. They're above the law. Fox News is above the law. Sanjay Gupta is above the law. CNN corporate boards are above the law. They can commit murder. They can commit... Now, a cancer victim who's in critical condition, there is no law for them. Anybody could do anything they want to that guy. Anybody who's telling the truth of Fukushima in a legal way, trying to protect the country, trying to protect everybody, they could attack. I've went to the FBI. I've went to the local law enforcement. I've had death threats, hundreds of death threats. On a phone call in Canada, I talked to the police up there. They could threaten me. They could pull guns on me while I'm in critical condition. I'm handicapped. Legally, 100%, under the fucking law of the United States, handicapped. I asked if I wanted a handicap sticker walking out. I said, fuck them. Fighting for my fucking life, trying to tell the greatest tale anything they can do, but no, that's all legal. Go ahead and kill Kevin Blanch. Do whatever you want to him. Totally legal. Mass murdering, evil, lying fucking rats who commit incredible crimes. Greenpeace, CNN, ABC. I mean, not just fucking in nuance and detail. Hardcore criminals, and I'll break it down. So I begged everybody on this radio show. I grew up in Utah. My family's the oldest fucking ranchers in the whole Rocky Mountain Red White Boys there ever was. On both sides. I grew up on the very first fucking ranchers here. Very first. I understand the BL metal fucking fight. I understand the overreach of the government, but I understand everybody else plays by the rules, and they're not 2 set rules, and I understand the Mormon welfare fucking Southern Utah fucking FLDS moochers. I understand they rape the fucking children. I understand they rape the fucking welfare system. I understand the phony fucking rats that they are. I understand their bigotry. I understand their racism. I begged everybody on this radio show, do not go down there and throw in with those fucking Bundys. Don't you dare. People right here. The last kid that was inside there, last request. He was confused, dumbass fucking kid. Give me a pizza and some fucking weed and some cookies. Last request was nuclear. Clear. I mean, smart, confused. Who did it to him? They arrest him. Now, I want everybody to know they're going to arrest all of you that were down there. And I told everybody, look, number one, you shut off interstate. I-15. They closed. You got horses with guns drawn, pointed at police. And here's Fox News geeking everybody up. So I want to know one question. I want to know one question to everybody out there. One question. Why is Sean Hannity and his people not arrested? Sean Hannity and Fox News corporate, they did all this. You do know they're the ones that did all this. Fox News spent time at the Bundy Ranch. Fox News geeked everybody up. Fox News was in the middle of I-15 with their camera crew shutting down a federal fucking interstate. Those are felonies. Why is Fox News not arrested? I want to know, why is Sean Hannity not arrested? They're arresting everybody else. And I told people right here, I know plenty of people that went down there. And I'm like, don't go, I beg. I says, you're committing. Look, activism under the First Amendment, you have every fucking right. But you can't close down, especially like when we do our activism, Million Mass March, whatever, I'm bothered. Let's get real. Who started the Million Mass March? Me, John Anthony Fairhurst, and Steve Grant. That's the origination. Who gave the original speech? We talked about, we sure don't go pull guns. When they tell us, hey, you can't be here, go here. Okay, you go, okay. We make our statement legally under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. That's right. We ain't going to shut down no freeway unless they tell us we can shut down a freeway. We've never shut down anything like that. The police will say, okay, we're going to shut it again. It's unbelievable. You're so arrogant. You think there's 320, maybe 50 million people in this country. You do whatever the fuck you want. I just take off any fucking land I want, grade my cattle in fucking, nuclear waste dumps, which I caught fucking videotape of and said, but nobody gives a fuck about that. Drinking fucking radioactive water in the energy solutions dump site, videotape it, send it all over, and so what? It was my reward for that? Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid. Illegally. 2 sets of fucking rules. Why is Sean Hannity not in handcuffs? I want to know that. How come they arrest Derek? How can they arrest fucking all these people? Yeah, the ones that squatted in the last 4 hours, okay, I get it. You can't just come. But how can they arrest the other ones? They arrest people that just went up there. And okay, if you're but why is Sean Hannity not arrested? Now, I want everybody to remember this, and remember who told you this. This is extremely important. Those 2 lunatics from Las Vegas had been watching Fox News, Sean Hannity, over and over and over. They said that. They posted YouTube videos. They did all kinds. They were at the Bundy Ranch. They spent a lot of time at the Bundy Ranch. They were standing in the middle of I-15, shutting it down. Then where did they go? Fox News geeked them so fucking hard up, and Fox News is the criminals. Same way they geeked up Sir Answer. Same way they geeked up fucking James Earl Ray. Same way they fucking geeked up Oswald. Fucking all of them. Did they actually have to pull the trigger? No. They geeked these fuckers up. That'll do it for them. Fox News, Sean Hannity is responsible for the murder of both of those innocent, totally innocent, working class cops. That's right. Those 2 kids went in and just executed 2 police. They're not law enforcement. They're police. Just minding their own business. Did nothing. Sean Hannity did that. You could say I'm full of shit. No. Oh, no. Sean Hannity did that. Fox News did that. Okay, the cover-up of Fukushima. Let's get to that. Why can fucking Anderson Vanderbilt, why can Sanjay Gupta, a practicing MD, get away with fucking that kind of malice? Those are laws. Criminal fucking laws. Criminal fucking acts he committed. Criminal acts he committed. How can they fucking get away? He's a practicing nurse. He took the oath. It's against the law doing what he did. Why? Greenpeace, how can they get away? How can they get away? How can these people all over the internet threaten me? Threaten me the way they've done? There's people all over. Look at it. How can they crash my websites? They fucking clone my accounts. They stole my email. Do you realize I was chased out of the World Health Organization, Geneva, threatened with my life? You can ask Pravod in Vienna. I came back so fucking afraid and fucking so scared. I thought they were going to kill me. It was so fucking scary. I was just shaking when I got back to Vienna. On the train all fucking night, the last train out. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then people get mad at me because I didn't fucking, do something with a painting or fucking whatever. Oh, I didn't tell everybody exactly where I was at, what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when my life's being threatened all over. Fuck, it's so easy for everybody to sit back in their comfortable, numb bullshit and fucking on their keyboard, play at night, step all night, call me in the middle of the fucking night, when I'm in critical condition, fighting fucking ammo, fighting for my life. Anybody's got half a fucking brain that knows hardcore cancers. Any oncologist, anybody out there, it's common knowledge, it's a 5-year battle. You can't just throw up your hands, declare yourself fucking better and walk away. Tony Gwynn did that. A lot of people have done that. You think I'm that stupid? No. It's only been 4. The vast majority of this fucking work that I've done is while in critical condition. Now, I just found this out because of my friend Rex, who's been on this from day one. A lot of people have. There's a lot of beautiful people out there that we fought this, but we're so teeny and small. So Rex, when I first got leukemia, he's following along he's in Northern California. A lot of people, even before Fukushima, he knew. So he's telling me, he says, hey, there's a kid from Berkeley who got fucking leukemia the same time you did, the exact same disease. I met him on the Pacific Trail. I've got to know him. We're hiking the whole fucking trail. I mean, he's got AML. He's fucking full of it. They're trying to treat him and it's not working. He's doing what I did. I was trying to hike it out of my body. He was trying. He was following along. I never knew who he was till a couple of days ago. And so him and Rex protested me at Livermore on day 1000 on Thanksgiving with Heather. What a great actress, that girl. So that everybody just laughed at us, fucking scoffed at us. A lot of us are fucking, critical condition, fighting for our lives, the fucking cancer, AML, de novo, a fucking death sentence. Same with this young man. He was at Berkeley studying astrophysics. I think about it. That's who killed him. The same people. Berkeley, I leaked out. Berkeley had all the numbers. I got them out. I put them out. I put out Berkeley's fucking numbers, and I put them on a video on March 15th. March 15th. There it is. Now, it's all been taken down. I'm the one that leaked the KLK study that fucking Ken Buser's name was on. All these people. Right there. Berkeley had all the data. Berkeley had the data. This kid was studying astrophysics at Berkeley, the very fucking Livermore rats and fucking mass murderer. He got AML. So, they're hiking the entire Pacific Trail trying to hike the cancer out of him. Rex is with him. The whole time. They're documenting. I never knew who he was. Rex just told me. So, he made it the whole fucking way. Right at the very end. Tromping through the fucking snow. I mean, I'll put up these quotes, make you cry. He died on the fucking trail. He's gotten famous now. Down there, they all call him Astro. I didn't know who he was. He was in my sight all the time. I talked to him on the phone many fucking times. I never knew who he was. I knew that he was in the fight. There was a lot of us in the fight. I don't give a fuck. Just all you fuckers are telling the truth and fighting for humanity and fighting for your own life. Fight for it, just go fucking die. You can have guns pulled on you. You can have people all over the internet threaten to kill you. You wouldn't believe it. It's everywhere. I talked to the FBI. They don't even respond. They don't care. They don't care. Dana went through the same thing. Just to him, a guy in a wheelchair. They don't give a fuck. Jan went through the same thing. She got death threats. A woman when her son died, threats. They don't care. Christina's in fucking the hospital right now. I wonder why. I mean, so stressful and hardcore. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. They just want us to die. And the general population never got our back. Here were the people fucking defending you. I've been fighting for my ass off. 2 sets of rules. Why is Sean Hannity not arrested? Why do corporate board members above the fucking law? Why is Sanjay Gupta, so Sanjay Gupta and Anderson Cooper, not because of the nuclear fucking blown up, which it happened immediately. So now TEPCO's coming out. Japanese Times does a piece. I'm the one that reported it first, like I always am. And I've said a million times, they'll wait 5 years, the frogs will be boiled, and they'll say, oh, yeah, we lied. So now CNN even has it on their fucking website. The people that did the mass for it, and I could prove all this. This is incredible malice because of Hillary's emails, which were leaked to me in the early days, and now they're being declassified. And they get declassified, that means they're out there saying exactly what I've said from day one. This fucking transcript from inside the Situation Room, exactly. Sanjay Gupta. So they're in Fukushima, Japan. They got a guy from MIT, the head of the snake. MIT's been running this. MIT Media Lab, you have the people that killed Ernst Schwartz, same crowd. What do you think when Abe came over here? Why would Abe come to the United States and only go to Harvard and Stanford? But why would he possibly sneak over to MIT Media Lab? Cover up Fukushima. It's obvious. So they're in Japan. They got a guy named Walsh. I seen him on. Somebody said he's in Taiwan now doing financial reporting. This guy's a criminal. He's placed there. So Gupta and Cooper are in Japan. They're doing live reports over there. I'll never forget it. There's that. Well, should we get up? The wind's blowing out. When this thing blew up, the nuclear fuel all blew. 1, 2, 3, 4. I reported 4 had blown up and fucking was all over media. I reported all this in factual detail every fucking day. Dedicated my whole life. Then fucking what? 7 months later, I get animal leukemia, I'm going to die. And everybody used to say, "Fuck, Kevin, they sent you email. Leukemia, they're trying to murder you. They're trying to kill." I said, "They sent it to all of us." Boy, what am I starting to think now? Wow, kicked off Medicaid in the middle of AML treatment. Why? Is that even possible? My doctor says they've never heard anything fucking like it, ever. They want me dead? Oh, fuck yeah, just like they murdered my father. Remember, I grew up with a Special Forces father. I grew up with an uncle who stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day, on the family fucking ranch. The multi-generation fucking ranch on both sides of fucking ranch. Biggest ranchers in the whole fucking western United States. Amazing. My family. What they fucking done to me, what they did to my dad. Bill Clinton apologized in '95 for human lab rat and my father. Oh, we're going to take care of him. He never apologized to my mom. He never gave her any fucking money. He never gave him anything. He never gave him a medal, gave him anything. He fucking spit on their fucking grave. Fucking Rob Bishop right here, our thing. Mike Lee spit on my fucking father's grave. They spit in my mother's face. That's what they did. That's what they've done to me. Who would ever believe this? I tell the greatest tale in fucking history. Every fucking detail. Don't mind. I just get death threats spit in my face. In the United States, fucking corporate fucking whore of America just spits in my face. That's all they've done. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how I'm alive. I really think, and not even just the cancer. How the fuck am I? How have I survived? They stripped every fucking dime away from me. They took everything from me. Wow. Attacked at all fucking angles. Rats, trolls. People mad at me, crash my fucking, steal my identity. Why? I'm in Europe. People have no clue what I was going through there. I mean, it was so fucking scary when I was in Geneva. I mean, you got a fucking crew of fucking, I don't even understand. I mean, I speak a little bit of French, and they're speaking French. It was so fucking scary. They chased me out of the fucking city. I got on the last train. There was just this beautiful little Swiss. I mean, it's something out of a movie. Fucking on the train. I mean, it was so horrible. While I got back to Vienna, I was just shaking. I can't believe they didn't kill me. It's unbelievable. So they're over there. I can prove it through the Hillary declassified emails. Hillary says we sent a team over at me. They all knew. So when the winds shift, they says, "Oh, we're going to back out, go to Tokyo." They didn't go to Tokyo. They came home. Sanjay Gupta, MD. You can look it up. March 26th. So he does this dog and pony show. He's been over there. Remember, this is a practicing neurosurgeon. And by the way, I grew up in a family of neurosurgeons. Probably the greatest neurosurgeon in the world right now is my uncle, who doesn't even like me. He's drank the Mormon Kool-Aid. Thomas Blanch, the great fucking guy who invented bypass surgery. Dr. DeFreeze, the guy who taught him. Fucking everything. That's my family. That's me. So I understand their minds. I mean, Gupta knows. This is a practicing neurosurgeon. Nominated to be the fucking, at the fucking VIP parties at the fucking White House. Nominated to be the Surgeon General. Said, "I'm not going to be the Surgeon General because I don't want to give him my practice." This is a neurosurgeon. So he comes back. This day Liz Taylor, and he has this kid named Donald Weaver from Michigan. Claims he's an artist. He's no fucking artist. Says, I've been in Chernobyl. I was laying in my bed in 1986 when Chernobyl happened. I thought I'd go there and be 3 eyeballs. How funny. When Chernobyl's an evacuation zone forever. That is mass murder. Just like those pussies who did that fucking book. Right? Oh, it killed 1 million people held in Kavlikos. Fucking softball fucking false equivalency. No, Chernobyl's killed 40 million plus. Still killing. It will kill forever. Let's panty paint it. That's what they do. Ask them, man. They murdered them too. So, before they were feminine. They're a fucking bunch of Russian girls who fucking took their shirts off, went to Chernobyl to wake you dumb fuckers up because all their friends were dying of leukemia. All these fucking women were dying. Why do you think there's such an adoption fucking right here? Why do you think everybody went? Because all those young women died. Chernobyl. You know, Gorbachev and Reagan signed it. Megan Rice breaks into Y-12. No one gives a fuck, but they're going to geek up about 2 fucking Mormons going into a fucking unoccupied bird refuge. The whole media, the world's fucked up. But they won't give Megan Rice, one of the most famous people in New York City, breaks into Y-12 to protest these fucking criminal fucking enterprise called the nuclearism. And no media there. Wow, up is down, black is white. So this Darla Weaver kid says, oh, I went to Chernobyl, it's all better. What? I'm going, oh my God, talk about the mouse line. Find you good, yeah, and he's just fucking going on. He brings a doctor from Japan. Yeah, this doctor used to think radiation after Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Do you realize how fucking grotesque that is? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the slaughter and the mass murder, those people burned to death. You do understand they burned. Human burned. They didn't just die, just zap them. It was, by the millions. He comes back, she says, oh no, my friend died when I was 11, of leukemia, but I learned radiation's good for you. And I went on, and I went crazy. I went crazy on my YouTube every day for everything. They pulled down, you still can't find the videos of it. They pulled down the transcript. I went crazy and crazy. Finally, somebody leaked it to me from CNN. I read it online. Oh, they put it back up. That's criminal. Why can't fucking Anderson Vanderbilt commit crimes? Why can the CNN board of directors commit crimes? Why can KSL right here, Doug Wright, commit crimes? Why can these people pound the fucking war drums and pound the war drums, go kill in Iraq? Why can fucking he stand on the UN floor and say he has fucking weapons of mass destruction when they knew full well they did not? Why can fucking Dick Cheney out a fucking CIA agent, Mallory Plain Wilson? Why can he out here? That's a felony. How can he get away? And they put a bust of him inside the Capitol. When he was none of them ever bled. All these people that geeked up fucking slaughtered their own people for these false fake fucking wars. All of them fucking drafted. Ted Nugent could fucking threaten Hillary Clinton with a fucking gun. Nothing happens to him. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. They're all draft dodgers. Donald Rumsfeld's son committed suicide. That's a horrible parent he was. How can he lie? How can they all get away with it? And they're all draft dodgers. How can George Bush fucking... How can fucking possibly Dan Riley, the man that went into fucking with Walter Cronkite, stood up and broke the back of the military, the guy who actually went into the field with the platoon guys and showed you the real footage, the greatest journalist of a fucking, maybe in 50 years, maybe 100. How can he say George W. Bush is a fucking draft dodger when George W. Bush was a draft dodger and he gets fired? How is that possible? Who's the criminals? CBS News. How can Greenpeace have boys out 40 miles off the coast of Fukushima on 40 fucking days report we're picking up plutonium in the fucking dishes, then stand down? And millions and billions. I got in a physical confrontation with a center line hanging out my jugular vein in fucking on the pier in Huntington Beach when I'm in critical condition. I'm sleeping on benches in critical condition. Blood platelet counts of 30. My people are threatening me. Got a gun put in my face. Nobody cares. Police, law enforcement, they don't care. The FBI wouldn't even talk to me. The local police force won't even talk to me. I got keyed up in Canada, threatened. All kinds of crazy threats all over. Illegally. Stole my private information, posted checks that are fucking felonies. Nothing. Why? Because I'm an anti-nuclear activist telling the fucking truth of Fukushima. Sean Hannity, these fuckers, how come they're not arrested? Sean Hannity's camera crew was standing in the center of I-15. There's footage all over it. Blocking an interstate, threatening fucking police officers, are responsible for the murder of 2 cops in fucking Vegas. How are they not arrested? Because corporate criminals can do whatever they want. Ask Monsanto. You might be able to sue them, maybe. Yeah, right. You tie you up in the court for fucking 40 years, and even if they get a judgment, they'll just throw it on the backs of the fucking taxpayer and bail them out. That's what's going on in the fishing industry. Why do you think nobody's screaming and yelling in the fishing industry, the big boys? Look in the budget. Bailouts. Post-Fukushima. They know it's collapsed. But they are like, well, how fucking sweet. We ain't got to go fish anymore. We just sit around, go to fucking Mexico, put our feet up, drink pina coladas. We still make as much money, but we don't have to work because we get government bailouts. How do these criminals, I said it a million times, they're going to come out 5 years later and say, yeah, it was a meltdown. So the emails, and You blame it on TIPCO? Bullshit. Hillary's fucking emails fucking prove it. Hillary's, they knew. She says there's a team already over there. We're over there, so they already knew. They orchestrated this cover-up. Obama's administration has all these blood on their fucking hands. They all knew. It's one thing for them to come out and say, oh, we wanted to prevent fucking panic. They don't even say that. No, they want to loot the country. They wanted the nuclear industry to go on. They knew Fukushima, it was over. They knew. They knew that it would fucking be the fucking Great Pacific Genocide. They knew it would kill the whales, the plankton, the fucking fish. And then all the marine biologists go along with this dog and pony show. We're puzzled. We're mystified. Get this. You will love this one. Why the greatest fucking death in the greatest ecosystem in the history of humanity, the Great Pacific Genocide, that's mine, is going on in the Pacific Ocean, as I've been screaming my head off about day one. Scripps, who's supposed to be protected, which is all federally funded, this scientist is presenting in New Orleans at one of their conferences. That's all they do is have conference. She's been spending her last 4 years studying fish farts. Look it up. Look it up. So that's the big gig. That's what she's been. Why the Pacific Ocean is dying. The mass. Oh, this marine biologist goes down in California. There's footage out there, and they posted themselves all over. That's the power of YouTube. Oh, there's an oarfish dead at Catalina. If you see one in a lifetime, it's a special event. Oh, this is so exciting. A dead oarfish. Let's take a selfie. 14 of them. 14 of them within 2 years. 14. You don't hear her fucking saying anything. Holly at Helen Caldicott's bullshit symposium. You know, Alvarez, come on, Bob. Pull your head out of your ass. Why are you pussyfooting around with all this shit? Why are all you fuckers panty painting? I don't understand it. Who are you people? Who are you, Caldecott? Who are you, Busby? Who are you, Joe? Who are you, Jack? Why are you pussyfooting around this? Why are you dancing? Why are you tiptoeing through the fucking two-post? Why are you vloggers and bloggers tiptoeing? Why? I don't understand it. Why are you not going crazy? How can Helen Caldecott say, do not use the F word in fucking her symposium? Why could she crop out Bob fucking Robert Scheer, the guy who knew Taylor, going crazy? Why could she chop that part out? Why can Holly stand up there and say the Marshallese when I read my question. I talked to her regular faces. What about us atomic veterans? What about the fucking death of the fucking Marines in the desert? What about other children? How is that even possible? How is it possible, the American populace? How is it possible? I'm dumbfounded. I have no answer. How is it possible? This hypnotized, fucking contemporized, me. How can corporate fucking mainstream media, fucking corporate criminals do it, mass murder at fucking all they want? How can they get away with that? And how can fucking some kid who gets geeked up by fucking Fox News standing outside the fucking Derek, who I know, outside, he goes to prison. How is that possible? How is it possible Anderson Vanderbilt could say whatever he wants, and his writers and his people could say whatever they want? They could fucking be responsible. How can fucking Colin Powell fucking say whatever he wants, just make shit up and mass murder people? How can fucking Sanchez Gupta, Press MD fucking do that and get away with it legally? How can Monsanto do what they do legally? They can't. Fuck, what a country we live in. And everybody goes along with it. Dedicate my whole life in critical condition. How come people threaten me with my life over and over and over? Yeah, Danny gets arrested. He never threatened anyone. Not threatening with our lives, killing us, murdering us, potato chips, bananas. How can they go along with this dog and pony show? How? How can they fucking threaten to kill me all over the internet? How can some fucking rat in his mama's basement hiding behind a fucking name? The FBI's been alerted. The fucking idiot. How could somebody in fucking Canada who works for Edelman, the Palco clan, release fucking my fucking checks all over the fucking internet, third party illegally? That's felonies, and nobody does anything. How can they violate all my fucking civil rights? How can they violate me like that fucking over and over and over? How can they try to kill me while I'm in critical condition, a handicapped person, trying to tell the fucking world, the fucking screaming my head off, going crazy at the greatest fucking mass murder and evil fucking event in human history, Fukushima. The crime's the cover-up. I know for a fact. How can I stand? How can you all drive around with yellow stickers on your car? We love the troops. We love the troops. When they sent 8 ships into Fukushima, Japan, they wanted it to them, and they fucking radiated the fuck out of them. You saw it right on 60 Minutes. How can you be at the fucking hearing they sue them? They're dying. All 2013, there's one person. Not one activist, not one law enforcement, not one cop, not one journalist, one human being the whole time there. Trying to tell the world, Kevin Blanch, in critical condition, with no fucking money, sleeping in the dumpiest shithole little fucking hotel you ever fucking seen, walking, hitchhiking, hoping I have enough money for bus fare, reporting it. At the USS Reagan, watching them cover it up, scrub it down, watching them fucking propaganda machine and these colonels and these fucking military fucking brass that went along with this. They had a Little League fucking football sleepover camp on it for propaganda. That's right. Now even the foam they fucking scrubbed it down is being reported out when I was talking and banned. The foam they used to scrub down the USS Reagan was banned in fucking 2010 in Japan. They did it anyway. The San Diego Chargers practiced on it unknowingly. Fucking Tony Gwynn on Balco. I'm the only one there. Fucking law enforcement. The next year it's me, Lori, and another gentleman come down there, and Bill Beebe, the ex-attorney, protesting. Libby's in the courtroom. Nobody. No media. White shirts all over me. Fucking SWAT team called on me. People saying all over the internet, and everybody's supposedly, oh, my crowd, we're going to get you a permit, Kev. Will you please get me a permit? I'm sick. You know I'm sick. I'm trying to do everything I can. Yeah, we got it. We're going to work on it for 3 months. I get down there, there ain't no fucking permit. I'm like, do I got to have a permit? Fuck the cops all over. I don't know how to get shot. So I says, okay, I'll take care of what I got to do. I have a fucking permit, unlimited permit to protest as long as I ever want within 15 minutes. Fucking so easy to sit in your ivory fucking towers in your fucking basement on a fucking keyboard and fucking criticize me from fucking in the way I do things. Oh, I didn't ship some paintings. Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't tell the whole world that I was sneaking the fuck out of Europe before the World Health Organization fucking killed me. My fucking whole entire fucking YouTube site had been challenged by Sony. My emails had been completely hacked. They waited till I was gone, and they knew I couldn't fucking do this because I didn't have access. I'm on the move. Fucking sleeping in hostels at my age. Fucking wow. And they criticized me. Go after fucking me. What a fucking country. What a fucking place. Fucking outrageous. Why didn't I give up? Because I have grandchildren that I love. Audie Murphy. They tried to pin all them medals on him. I still always go back to his quote. The fuck you talking about? Fucking patriot, fuck wrap you up flag, saving the world. Bullshit. I was fighting for my fucking parents' farm and my mom and dad. I was fighting for fucking Astro, who they murdered on the trail. I was fighting for Dana, who they fucking murdered on my YouTube site. She was there all the time, in her hospital room, fucking as she's dying. Let us do videos. You got to watch her die. Tough stuff she was. So people would wake up. They didn't wake up. Paul, Dana, Judy, Tracy, I'd go on and on and on. All that died, all got sick 2012. Gail, both Gails. Terry, I'd go on and on and on and on and on. Even my doctors say, that fucking group that came in 2011 and 12, I never seen anything so aggressive and so hardcore. Never seen anything like it. And they're anti-nuclear, and they try to talk, but nobody will listen to them. Because the American populace is that gone. They're that big a bunch of self-indulged fucking haters. They fucking love you as long as you can't say, oh, yeah, oh, I'm saying, and you talk like that. And they're like, oh, let's pray for you. God's will. As long as you talk like that and don't fight back, they love. As soon as you fight back, they hate you because they've been so postured and fucking groomed into Johnny got his gun. Passive-aggressive. They don't know the difference between violence and fucking tough love, which are the opposite. The passive-aggressive, hairspray, get Johnny got your gun, that is the fucking hate. That is the death. To fight back, say fuck every other word, that is the love. And nobody can understand that. Because they've been hypnotized. They've been postured and fucking groomed. Sheeple Magazine did those in the early days with Barry Antoinette with his milk mustache. It's all fucking coming loose. I said it. They will never be able to cover this up. Who would ever believe they've been able to cover it up to the extent that they have? Fucking greatest crimes in fucking human history. Who committed them? Fox News, CNN, ABC. We caught ABC red fucking handed. Elizabeth Vargas, she puts her face out there, goes using photographs from Hanford, saying that's a crime. That's the word. Look, in the United States criminal fucking thing, we have common law and judicial law. Judicial law, what is the fucking we look at, especially when it comes to murder? Alice, premeditated, right? You tell me this isn't premeditated. You don't tell me Fox News isn't premeditated. They've been premeditating this for years. So how is it possible that Sean Hannity's not arrested? How's it possible the Fox News' people, right, that the FBI knows who they are? They have the fucking footage. They have the camera. They know they're standing right in the freeway blocking them off. Why are they not arrested? There's only one answer. CIA? That's all I can guess. All I can guess is they're above the law. Operation Foxconn, a military fucking plant by these globalist rats. And how can Sean Hannity, how can fucking Michael Savage, how can all these people call it New World Order? And fucking, go off about, how can they all fucking go off about Hillary's emails, Benghazi, 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 when it's all Fukushima, Fukushima? How can this be? How can it be? And the only thing that comes to my mind, they're paid to do it. And they're above the law. They got to be CIA. How can Alex Jones say, do all this great work of Fukushima, Fukushima when it comes down? And how can he say, and just go into this conspiracy thing, that Anthony Scalia was murdered? When there's no way he was murdered. 79-year-old fucking overweight male who's on lots of medications, who has fucking heart problems, dies in his sleep. Oh, that never happens, right? The average man of his generation, especially overweight, and these things would have been dead 10 years ago. Poindexter himself, the man who found him dead, who owned the ranch, gave a press conference immediately. Walked at the press conference. This bullshit, there was a fucking pillow over his head, bullshit. See, here they go. Here they go with the conspiracy. So you'll go buy just like fucking the NRA run commercials that the fucking, there's a NSA in your neighborhood. Just like Tim Cook can go on a fucking TV now in his Tim Cook uniform when he's the son of an antebellum fucking slave South fucking plantation owner. He's the great-grandson of a plantation owner. How can he be openly gay and fucking his entire fucking workforce is slaves in China and say that he's some kind of fucking protecting the public? When they execute people in China for being gay. Still, that's a fact. That's an unarguable fact. He has 1 million slaves on his plantation in China. Doesn't matter if they're black. It's like people used to get mad at him. No, they don't get mad at me in Brooklyn. Not anymore. They're like, Kevin, you're right. My activist friends in New York, they're great. Black. I'm like, Barack Obama's not even Uncle Tom. He's whitey from Kansas, and he's fucking abusing they know now. They know they've been had by the liar. They know that the NFL players running down the field with hair extensions from executed Chinese prisoners by a bunch of fucking globalist elites who own the fucking NFL, a non-profit. They know the evangelical movement has hijacked the great preachers. They know that Joel Steen was a paid fucking CIA rat, making $40 million a year, not paying any taxes. They know they hijacked it. They know the Mormon church is so corrupt, they'll do anything for money and mass murder their own flock because it's a pyramid scheme. Janet, at the Mound, it's like all these activists want to show up in St. Louis now. I've been battling that St. Louis Mound my whole life. Hear me. This is so outrageous. I wrote part of the fucking answers. Do you realize that there are activists that have been breaking into that mound, fighting their ass off since the 60s, that went to prison for decades trying to fucking protect from the mound? They wait till it blows up and catches on fire, then they wake up after everybody's been fucking dead. I've been battling it since I was a kid. Going crazy about it. No one will listen to us. So, do you know the group in Missouri and St. Louis and Kansas City, Plowshares? That's right. They've been fighting that fucking whole complex for years. There are guys who spent 15 years in prison that were released several years ago. They're arrested again. So, the same judge in Kansas City as when the Megan Rice trial, I was at the potluck with them. I was there. In critical condition. Almost killed. Gun in my face in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. By a lunatic. Paid fucking lunatic. Very scary. Thank you for the old Bob from Flash, the old guy who come and saved me. Put his hands on me. Had tears in his eyes when he dropped me off at the fucking hotel. Saved my life. They broke in again. So the judge was African-American judge. Great, good attorneys Megan had. Don't matter. They don't care. How do you think Megan Rice got out of jail, Greg and Michael? Who do you think woke those judges up 2-1? I wonder. So they, at the same time, they've been fighting the mound in St. Louis and that whole gig for years. They did it again. They broke in again for the MPA. They just got out of prison. One of them just did 15 years in prison trying to save you in St. Louis. So he tells the judge, he says, the attorney, did Rosa Parks break the law? The law is fucked up. We just had to do what we did as activists. We're nonviolent. We're peaceful. We're just calling out attention. You keep putting us in jail. The judge says, you know what? I've been putting you in prison for decades, for years. You finally woke me up. She says, I'm finally waking up. But maybe you guys are right. She says, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm not going to put you in jail. I'm going to make you answer a set of questions on nuclear so the world can understand. I help write the answers. You know, the questions, well, if we don't have nuclear stronger than, say, per se, Russia or the enemy's freaking nuclear, how can we have the upper hand? You know, and the questions went on like that. You know, she didn't know. She didn't know it's all a fucking cash cow shakedown. She knows now. But no, they wait now. Helen Calcutta shows up now. Now. You know, and Helen's done great work. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Helen fucking battled her ass off for a lot. Helen fucking had a publicist. Helen's a bookseller. I mean, more power to Helen. You know, she goes on the fucking book signing stores and sells her books. She sold a lot of books. She's done, you know, she woke up a lot of people through her books. But, you know, the rest of these guys, I mean, fuck. Oh. The softball activism, wow. And there's been plenty, and I'm not talking about the keyboard activists and the people that have podcasts on this show. They do great work. We're getting the information out. I'm talking about the people that had to fill the last 30, 40 fucking years. They pushed us radical, hardcore fucking ones, and we're not even radical because we're peace activists. You know what they've done to us peace activists and this environment. Look, I mean, you think I was born with these scars across my face? To stand in Weber County, this high backward place in fucking Utah, anyone in the United States, and a white male, and call yourself a tree hugger? Call yourself, which that's what I call myself, an environmentalist, whatever. You know what people think of us? Oh, you fucking pussy. What are you, gay? What are you, San Francisco? Yeah. Wow. Oh, fucking, you know, and I defend myself. I'm not afraid to fight, and I'll fight him. And I have fought him. You know, I had a fucking bumper sticker on my car. Right as Bush went in. Bush light, soldier side, to the day. Physical confrontations, I mean, physical fucking, beat up by cops. You know, I got a Marine, ex-Marine cop got fired by some other Marines. This fucking Marine, ex-cop, gung-ho, freaking Johnny-come-lately pulled me over for no reason, that bumper sticker on my car, and physically assaulted me. The next Marines to show up were old fucking Marines. The old fucking Korean Marines. Great big dudes. You know how those fuckers roll. They hate MacArthur. My dad's clan. I used to wear my dad's dog tags. They were so outraged at this fucking punk. You know, they apologized, you know, after I had a fucking blood coming out of the back of my head from a nightstick for nothing. Why was he not charged with assault? You know, he got fired over it. He's apologized to me since. You know, many years later, but the damage is done. Scar across my fucking face, missing half my jaw. You know, inside the hospital, they refused to set my nose because they all know me here. I'm inside McQuackty with a fuck brass knuckles with a hematoma in front of my fucking brain from a set of brass knuckles, attacked by fucking somebody for being a peace activist. Sucker punched. Refused to set my nose. My beautiful, straight, fucking, great, fucking, Danish, fucking, little fucking hump on it, fucking my, you know, they call that the Roman nose. Gone. Scar across my face, half my jaw fucking missing. Why? Refused to set my nose. Fucking throw me off, I mean, kick me off the fucking university, well, not kick me off the campus. There's plenty of people protecting me at the campus. Take over Dr. Cooley's fucking program when he gets the #1 MBA program thing when he dies at Mad Cow. They killed him too. No doubt. Run the whole show. Cut deals with me. Strip all my degrees away. Take the very first MBA from the entire program, mine. Take it away. Because why? Because I'm anti-nuclear at the University of General Electric. What a story. What a path. I would have never believed to stand on fucking principles and stand up for what's fucking right. Nuclear's a scam. Fucking now they're coming out and saying, oh, we never had revittification. Trucking nuclear waste all over the country illegally. I break all the news, and people say, send me a link. I am the link. Don't you see? I am the link. For birth. Oh, curse the spite that I was ever born to set this right. My fucking group of fucking whistleblowers and things, they don't have anywhere to go. Look, just like Hillary's emails, just like people know. There were people that knew what I knew in the first days because FOIA documents prove it all. Look, TEPCO fucking lied? No. The United States fucking White House, the State Department, the fucking media, they all knew. It's being proved. They all knew. Sanjay Gupta knew he was briefed. Anderson Vanderbilt knew. Fox News knew. They all knew. The marine biologist departments in California, Cal Berkeley, they knew. So they all went along in their ivory fucking towers. Those are crimes. The marine biologists who stood down and they know, and they lied, and they made up kelp studies with background from 2014. They all lied. They're all responsible for the greatest ecological catastrophe and the greatest mass murder in human history. Those are crimes with malice. Nothing. Nothing. But a guy in critical fucking condition, fighting for his life through a Van Elko, whose father, a Special Forces Marine who was murdered, fucking Uncle on Omaha Beach on fucking D-Day, a responsible person who raised his fucking children, who did everything right, a fucking responsible member of the fucking community, did everything right, stood up for the community. No, kill that motherfucker. Take him off Medicaid. Strip everything he's got away from me. Fucking take him down to the fucking bone. Threaten to fucking kill him online, blatantly online, fucking Edelman fucking in fucking Calgary. Try to fucking, release my financial data all over when I don't have any money. It's like somebody says, oh, they stole your identity. Good, they can fucking have it. Maybe they'll pay the rest of my fucking medical bill off. Took all my money, every fucking penny. I'm not allowed to have anything. I'm not allowed to do anything. Just go die, fucker. Yeah, just go fucking die. Why? Fucking, you're a cog in the spokes. Fucking obey, consume, but you refuse to obey, you refuse to consume, you refuse to go along with this contemporized fucking, hypnotized fucking popism fucking state as the artist. No museum will touch me. Lots of museums used to fucking, communicate with me. They used to like me. Gavin, when are you going to do a show? We want to put you in a show. A lot of the big museums. For years, I said, nope, I'm not showing any of my art. Why? I'm too young. I used to say it all the time. I'm too young. I had fucking, the MoMA used to talk to me 30 years ago, all the major museums. I got kicked out of the General Electric Art School, but there were fucking art professors in there that fucking were like, wow, my God, you seen this guy's work? You seen what he does? Whatever. I had a lot of attention. So they'd say, we want to do a show. They had one all set up, Kevin Blanch Unframed, my clothesline. I've been using that for everything. It turned a lot of people on in the day. And they're like, how come you refuse to do an art show? The only place my art's ever show, believe it or not, is in Enola Gay Hangar. Annika did it out there. That was the day way on before YouTube. They've been there since, but nobody pays attention to what I do. They'd say, well, why won't you do a show? We want to, we'll make you rich and famous. I'm too young. What are you talking about? I'm too young. I says, no, it's not time. I haven't had this path long enough. I knew that. Boy, get to fucking work, my dad used to say. I knew. He didn't have to tell me. I knew. Boy, you're way too pretty to have an opinion, my dad used to say. Your day will come. We were required when we grew up as children and boys on this landscape by my dad, my fucking incredible grandparents, BML, our great ranchers who loved the environment, who fucking did a lot of cool things. Fought against the GMOs, did a lot of, amazing people. Pushed handcarts across this fucking desert, starved to death. The Great Pain, that was who they were. We were required as children. That big family and that big fucking ranch house we grew up on, all them boys. My grandma had like 54 fucking grandchildren. I think 48 were boys. By the way, there's been 3 of us survive fucking death sentences on cancer now. My cousin always says, you ever think they maybe did something right? Not one of us ever in prison. I said, no, they taught us the right thing. Amazing people. The church welfare system here, my grandpa started it. It's called the Hunsaker Mill. Way back. My great-great-grandpa started that whole thing. We ran it. And this is the guy who drank fucking straight shots of Jim Beam whiskey and smoked fucking Lucky Strike cigarettes. Ran the entire church for free. We were required. Fucking volunteer service was not even a question. That's just what you did your whole life. I've always fucking stayed there my whole life. I've always known We were taught, you don't get this fucking gift going on this beautiful fucking landscape that we stole from these natives. And that's the only reason. The very first person in the entire ranch was a guy named Wheatley Blanch. The only reason, little soldier himself. The Ute native says in his own, his own writings before they murdered him, pushed him onto the res. There's only one family could actually live with us in Symphony because they fucking adopted ours. I used to play in the wigwams right there. These fucking guy named Terry Gibson and fucking Mike Lee trying to bring the fucking nuclear waste to Little Mountain. They tore them out. And they call themselves more. The first apple trees they fucking planted there, 150 years, tore them out. And this is the Mormon bishop out there. This is fucking Mike Lee's buddy. These are the people of fucking that I deal with. Drain the fucking greatest marsh, the greatest flyway in the fucking United States right beyond my house, illegally. 2 sets of rules. Do whatever the fuck they want. It's unfucking real. When I grew up, you were required to give back. You're required to live in symphony with the animals and the birds. If we killed anything or anything got killed, oh, you ate it all. Even when, the beef that we ate, my grandma cooked the tongue. I wouldn't eat it. It just make me sick. Cooked the brain, the intestines, all of it. It was disgusting. That's the way they thought. Oh, no, you're in symphony with the animals. The birds are God's symphony, my grandma used to say all the time. The greatest flyway in the fucking world. Birds like you wouldn't believe here, but fuck me. They go kill them in the springtime now. These fucking Gibson guys shoot them. They're eating their seeds. Shooting sandhill cranes, blue herons. These are all illegal. Drain the fucking marsh up, all illegal. Mike Lee's buddies. Mike Lee's house in foreclosure. Fucking lying fucking rat. Criminal fucking acts. Gets fucking $600,000 while he's saying cut food stamps. When the very people they're saying them fucking got their women on them. Multiple, unbelievable. Remember this in Utah. Never forget this. Orange Jeff's conviction in Utah when he's sitting in the Utah State Prison was overturned by Mike Lee's brother. That's right. Utah Supreme Court. KSL are criminals. The Mormon Church are hardcore criminals. But there's 2 sets of fucking rules. We were taught you give back to the environment and you volunteer. That's no question. No question. It's not because you want to and you're looking for something. No. That's the gift of life. You don't just get born onto this fucking beautiful gift of life. This beautiful gift, which everybody, 99.99, think that. They're born to suck air and earth crawl and consume and rape and rob and pillage. And then the Mormons will tell you, oh, you'll go to heaven, you call in your fucking women and get your own fucking planet. They say they're full of shit. God's will, it's not God's will. Tim shall thou mayest. You've lost fucking total control of your own Christianity, total control of your own Buddhism, total control of your own Hinduism, total control of all of your fucking roots. You fucking pulled up your own fucking roots and fucking tipped over. Sold your soul to the fucking devil for fucking profit. All of them, this whole fucking country. You give back. That's the fucking rules. That's the fucking rules of the laws of nature. The law of nature. Boy, the natives knew it, didn't they? The Utes that raised me knew it. My mom was a teacher at the Intermountain Indian School, the Navajo. Oh, they knew it. Trail of Tears? Oh, what a trail of fucking tears. Astro, they called him. His name was Andy Lyon. Grew up by San Onofre. Astrophysicist, Cal Berkeley, and they murdered him. The very people that fucking sponsored him died on the trail. Made the whole thing. Whole entire thing. I walked fucking, the coast. I didn't go on the Pacific Coast Trail. I went on the beaches and I walked a lot of it. I walked the whole one last year. But I've walked all of it from San Diego to San Francisco. I've been on every single pier. In chunks. Lots of chunks. You gotta remember how sick I was. I'm still in the fight. Anybody knows that the cancer fight's 5 years. You don't just say, oh, I'm... And I've slipped up sometimes is that, I'm a survivor so far. We fight on. I'm not fighting for a bunch of air-sucking fucking earth-crawling goats. I'm fighting because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's the fucking laws of nature. The law of nature. Just what anybody's fucking really, truly connected to the fucking his own spirituality and his own fucking rule of law, natural law, would do exactly what I'm doing. But they're lost connection. They have no connection with the environment, with the trees, the birds, the animals, the mountains anymore. They have no fucking conscience. They're in a fucking, on their keyboard all fucking night or whatever. Total. The boxing, they've lost all fucking, just go kill the animals. Just for the fucking sake of killing them so I can cut their head off and mount them on a wall. in a fucking canned honey. They killed the biggest fucking mule deer in the world right up by my house. I watched him grow up. He come up and eat out of your hand. You think about these, in the name of Christianity, these fucking Mormon legislators. Why would you possibly auction that off? And a guy from Idaho just comes out. I mean, that's not hunting. Just walks up. I mean, the deer walk right up. It's like going to the zoo and killing the fucking zebra or the giraffe. That's what they did. Why? Remember, these are the same people that cut down the oldest tree on earth. And now they'll spin and say, oh, well, maybe it wasn't the oldest Bristol cone right here. The guy did it. Now, think about it. By accident? No. They killed the biggest mule deer on the face of the earth, both of them, for money. For what? Like the state of Utah needs another fucking $100,000 when they blow fucking that much a second. Why would they fucking this guy cut down the oldest Bristol cone fucking, the oldest living thing on earth? And knowingly, not by accident, he knew it was. In the name of science? In the name of research? What? What? Fuck, what a fucking place. Nuclearism, the greatest crime in fucking human history ever committed. To cover up Fukushima. I like how these guys stole Fukushima Gate from me. Now get this. You know, that whole Fukushima dog and pony show that came out with Patrick Kenny, what a fraud. That was fucking Jan and created him. Jan did great work, still does from the beginning. So Shane Russell. Incredible fucking work. Dedicated their whole lives to this. That was their work. He tried to steal it. That rat Michael Rupert tried to fucking hijack it. The whole we're just fucking CIA rats. Placed. Just go at me, attack me, do all the crazy shit they did to me. I own Plumegate. I asked somebody, I said, hey, can you register Plumegate for me one time because I was walking. I'm out in the middle of nowhere walking. Yeah, I got it. You still got it? Oh, no, I let it go. Why? Okay. All of it. From day one. I call Fukushima Gate the Great Pacific Genocide. You know that's what I've called it the whole time. Pacific Genocide, the Great Pacific Genocide, which it was. Said it from day one. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. And I learned, I would have never known when I was in the bone marrow transplant center and all my friends that died. Judy lived right down the road here. She died. Terry right down the road. She died. Gail right down the road for a ride. Paul, all of them in my website. Dana died. Paul died. Carla, Kevin and Carla. Carla died fucking 3 years ago today. They didn't bother to tell me because I come back from the San Onofre hearings in critical condition. Kicked me out. My whole fucking clan back there. But they all turned my back. The guy who leaked, they had an accident at fucking San Onofre. Nobody in the world would have never known that if it wasn't for me. Out of my bone marrow transplant. The guy who shut down Blue Castle fuck thing with a central line hanging out of his jugular vein. Fuck him. The guy who's putting the dagger to fucking New Scale right in their face in the Utah State Capitol, educated, in the Idaho State Capitol, fucking all over right here, that guy. The guy fucking who started the Million Mass March, Stem gave the inaugural speech in critical condition, that guy. The guy who walked the entire fucking coast, fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah, fuck me. That's all right. You know, I look at my little grandchildren, and I made some deals when I was in the bone marrow transplant center. I will never fucking figure, if I live, my activism will go on in an intense, strong way, and I don't need a fucking gun to fight. And I'm not afraid. You know, go ahead, fucking kill me. They've already killed me in so many fucking ways, stripped my whole fucking life. It's like, you know, I was single when I got cancer, and, you know, I made a lot of money, and everybody knew me here, and I went through quite a few girls in my life. You know, and I think about the girls that I was involved with when I got sick sexually. You know, where were they when I was fucking in there? They weren't in there. They weren't in the bone marrow transplant center fucking watching me cling to fucking life. You know, very few people. I invite everybody, come in and see me. You know, come in. I have permission. I have permission to take you on a tour in the bone marrow transplant. Can't handle fucking death. Can't handle what this really is, because it's ugly. Good. You know, karma's a motherfucker. You know, and our souls go on. Our short, teeny lifetimes to the next place. What a fucking evil, corrupt fucking place this has turned out to be. White collar crimes totally, I mean, these criminals get away. Two sets of fucking rules. Stand tuned.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical.